my beautiful people, and welcome back to my channel. So as you guys seen by the title of this video, I am going to be reviewing the new Morphe Brushes 3503 palette. I know it's been out for like, I want to say maybe a week or two, but I finally had the time to sit down and film a review for you guys. And I have to say, I have used it before, but I didn't sit down and record it because I didn't know what kind of look I wanted to create. But this is obviously the look that I created using the new Morphe 3503 palette. So if you want to see how I achieve this look, then you know what to do and just keep on watching. Hi my beautiful people, welcome back. So to start off for this video, we are going to be using the new Morphe Brushes 3503 palette. As you guys know, they recently came out with a new 350 palette. So it's the third generation, the third version of it. And let me tell you, this has been by far one of the most beautiful, like, oh my god, can we just take a moment to appreciate how bomb these colors are? And honestly, this is from all the other palettes, this has to be one of the most prettiest palettes that I've seen, most eye-catching. I have to say it's because of this like foil shade right here and then these two kind of greens. It just makes the whole palette like pop out. And yeah, so that's the palette that we're going to be using today. This is the eye look that I created today. So again, we are getting more into like the fall looks, which I'm super excited about. Super easy to create. So if you want to see how I achieve this look, then just keep on watching. So the first shade that we're going to go into is called Consume. And I'm going to take that on this BH Cosmetics brush. So I'm just going to take this shade, and this is going to be my transition. So I'm just going to keep that, again, on the outer corner of my eye, depositing that color. Okay, so that's the first transition shade. As you guys can see already with that color, it is super, super vibrant and pigmented. But we are not going to stop there. We're going to keep adding color. So the next brush that I'm going to use is this Morphe M513 brush. And then I'm going to take that color next to the matte green shade, which is called Theosis. No, I know I'm saying that totally wrong. Ferocious. It's like a deeper kind of orange rustic color. And then again, I'm just going to apply that to the outer corner. As you guys can see, like that was just one tap into the color and they're super, super pigmented. So again, as you guys can see, I want most of like the intensity to be on the outer corner. Again, since I did apply that shimmer shade, it did kind of take it away from the inner corner just a little bit. But I rather just apply it to the whole eyelid rather than just applying it here. And then when I actually do go into that shimmer shade, there's really no dimension up here. And that's why I'm bringing it all the way in, whether it gets covered a little bit or not. And at this point, I'm just going to keep going back in and build it up to the intensity that I desire. And then I'm going to go back into my other blending brush, which is the first one that we use, and just kind of keep just blending out the colors together so we get that nice gradient effect. And a lot of these colors seem similar, like in the pan they look a little bit different, but when I apply them, I noticed when I was doing this eye that they looked a little bit similar when I applied them, but I feel like once I blended them out, it gave, each of the colors gave like its own kind of hue and intensity and depth to it. Okay, so now I'm going to go in with the Morphe M513. Oh, I guess they're the same brush. And I'm going to take this shade on the other side of the green, and it's called Major Hottie. It's like a more deeper, darker kind of burnt orange shade. Again, I'm going to apply that to my crease. As you guys can see, doesn't that kind of look like the same as like the other shade? But I promise you it's not. And then I'm just going to do circular motions to blend that out. Honestly, these colors are so beautiful. Like, I don't even know. I want to create so many looks with this palette because it has honestly like all the colors that you need. Like, you can do a simple look, you can do a natural looking eyeshadow, and then you can do like a really intense glam look. Honestly, it's like the most beautiful palette I have ever seen, and I can't stop looking at it. I think because I'm super, super into like fall colors, and I know that this is going to be like my go-to palette now for fall. And then now I'm going to go into this Morphe M519 brush, and then I'm going to take the shade Ignition. It's like a more cranberry kind of color, and that's when I start to give it that nice, obviously, cranberry effect. Again, applying that to the outer corner, tapping on and depositing the color first. Just like so. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to wipe my brush and then start to apply that into the crease. And then the last shade is going to be Hypnotic, which is like a deep purple color. And I'm going to take that on this Morphe M322 brush. It's just a small bullet brush, but it is perfect to get onto the little corners of my outer eye right here. Just like that. Again, I'm depositing the color. I'm going to wipe up my brush, and then I'm going to do little circular motions. Alrighty, and then what I'm going to do, so that was pretty much all for the matte shades. Now I'm going to take this flat synthetic brush, and I wanted to do 2 shimmer shades because I didn't want to do just one. So as you guys can see, I did 2 different colors here. So first I'm going to take Frenzy. It's like a gold, like a deep gold kind of color. And this one, I'm going to apply that to the beginning of my eye. As you guys can see, super, super beautiful color. And then with that same brush, I'm going to now take a deeper kind of purple cranberry shimmer shade, and I'm going to take Inferno. And then I'm pretty much going to apply that to the middle of my eye, blending into that darker shade on the outer corner. And then I'm going to wipe it, and I'm going to get a little bit more of Frenzy just to kind of blend those 2 colors together. I'm going to take my mascara. This is my Tarte mascara. I'm just going to apply some to my top lashes. What I like to do is I like to put the glue on my eyelashes already, so that way by the time I'm done with my bottom lash line or with my mascara, my eyelash glue is pretty much all nice and tacky and ready to go. And then the lashes that I'm going to be using today are Batty Bee lashes, but these are in the style Extra. And I'm going to just apply my duo glue. So again, I'm going to set those aside, and while that is getting a little bit tacky, I'm going to go back into the palette. And again, as I said in my other tutorial, what I do for the bottom lash line is pretty much whatever I did to the top. I started from the lightest shade to the darkest. I'm going to do the same on the bottom, except I'm going to flip it and do darkest to lightest. So with that being said, I'm going to take this Morphe M222 brush, and then I'm going to take Hypnotic, which is that deep purple shade, and then I'm going to apply that closest to my lash line. And then I'm going to take my Morphe brush. This one's another bullet brush. And then I'm going to mix a little bit of Ignition with, what shade was it? Major Hottie. And then I'm just going to apply that over top of that. And then last but not least, with the Be Bella RG215, I'm going to take a little bit of Ferocious. And a little bit of that first transition shade, which is called Consume. And then I'm going to apply that a little bit lower, just to give me that really like smoked out effect. So pretty much what the eyes came out to look like. Super, super pretty. Super perfect for the fall. I'm going to do the rest of my face. So I'm going to take this Morphe 8H palette. And I'm going to take the bronzer shade Donut and Debutante. I don't know how the hell to say that, but this one's a flat shader brush. I'm going to take that shade as well that I use for my bronzer and just contour my nose real quick. And then what I like to do is take my beauty blender that I used for my translucent powder, and with the end of the sponge, I just kind of blend that out. And then going back into that Morphe palette, they do have like highlighter shades. So that's what I'm going to be using. I'm going to be using this highlighter shade right here. I'm applying that with my Morphe M510 brush. This one is called Beam. I'm going to mix it with a little bit of Venice Balm highlighter. Balm. And then what I like to do to give my nose a little bit more dimension as well, I take a really, really small flat shader brush and I take that same shade. And I'm just going to apply that to the tip of my nose to begin with. Just like that. And then down the center. Alrighty, and now moving on to the lips. I'm not sure what kind of lip I want to do. Okay, I think I'm going to use this one. This one's a Morphe Lip Crayon in the shade TFW. And then now to finish everything off, I'm going to take my Morphe setting spray. Alright, so that pretty much concludes this entire look using the new Morphe Brushes 3503 palette. As you guys seen, it is a beautiful, 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 hands down one of the best palettes I have seen. I cannot wait to create more looks with those, but this is the look, like I did mention, that I created today. I really hope you guys did enjoy. If you guys did, don't forget to give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you guys are not already. Make sure to turn your post notifications on so you guys are notified every single time I upload a new video. And that is pretty much all I have to say, and I will see you guys in the next one.